You okay? No, come on in, come on in. You'd just like to place yourself in front of me. Right then, hello, welcome, it's good to see you again. Oh no, I've been fine, yeah, despite this weather. Oh, I know, just makes you want to book a holiday, doesn't it? Completely. Would you like me to take your coat, or are you alright? You're okay. Good. Okay then, well, I don't want to keep you from that lovely weather, so let's get straight onto things. So, the last time I saw you was around a year and a half ago. Okay, and how has your general health been since then? Yeah? Good, good, okay. And just before we get into some more details, just to check, just for our systems, are you still at the same address? You are? Do you still have the same phone number? Great. And do you still have the same email address? Perfect. Okay then, so let's talk about those eyes. Have you noticed any changes in your vision since I last saw you? Okay. Sure. And is that just when you're looking at a screen? Okay. And have you had any symptoms like dizziness, blurred vision, headaches? Some headaches, okay. And when you get these headaches, do they tend to be quite severe? Do they tend to just be, I describe them as muzzy heads, so where you're just feeling a bit, like you can look at a screen and then they will gently fade? More like a muzzy head, okay. And that comes on as a direct result of looking at the screen? Yeah, because I know when we last spoke, let me just double check. Yeah, you had changed your job, hadn't you? So you were looking at a screen a bit more. Okay. Well, by the sounds of it, there may be a change to your prescription because we just had you on an anti-glare, didn't we? Okay. And how do you feel your general vision is? Do you feel like you're having to strain a bit more? I'm talking off the screen. Yeah. Okay. Things like, because I know you drive, things like when you're driving, can you still see, license plates ahead of you, things like that? Yeah. So it's more up close screen stuff. Okay. We are unfortunately really seeing an increase in the amount of people who do come to see us with screen related issues. Yeah, I know, that's the trouble, isn't it? It's difficult to switch off because you're on it for work or college, and then you come home and really lots of people's forms of relaxation does involve looking at a screen again. So it's just one of those things really, but as optometrists we are trying to look at ways to try and improve people's visions when it comes to screen use. I can talk to you more about those later, but the symptoms you're describing are very common. Okay, so I think it's best today if we do a full eye examination, and what I would like to start with is I'd like to take a closer look at your eyes, and I'd like to do that through using my little lights. Okay, you're familiar with them? Good. So let's just take one for the moment. As you will remember, these are quite bright. Okay, so perfectly normal if you blink and things like that. Alright then, let's just take a look, and if you could just look just straight ahead. Okay. So what I'm trying to look for is any signs of broken capillaries, redness, obvious signs of dryness. Okay. Look here. Okay. I think last time I had recommended to you that you do use some drops. Have you kept up with that? Okay. How often do you put them in? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me get my other light. Let's look at the same time. Okay, so just have a little look. Okay. Give your eyes a break just for a second, but we'll return to that in a moment. Okay, so the left eye more than the right eye is showing signs of dryness and also a little bit more redness, and the right eye is a little bit slower on the response to the light. It's difficult to say at this point. I'd like to do some more visual tests with you to see how much your lenses will change, but it's quite natural as we age as well, for our vision to change. So it can be due to lifestyle habits. It's difficult to say, but not unusual. Okay, right. What I'd like to do then, just to give your eyes a little bit, hold on to that actually, a little bit of a break, is I'd like us to move on to the old Snellen chart. Alright, so I'm sure you're familiar with this. Great. So what I need you to do for this one is I need you to cover one eye, read, other eye, read. Happy to do that? Perfect. So if you wouldn't mind, you can just see the little orange line on the floor. Yeah, No, it used to be green in my other office. Yeah, no, the one opposite used to be mine. Yeah, I fancied a change. Yeah. This one's a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Okay, so behind that orange line for me. Perfect. Okay then, happy and ready to start? Great, you're a pro at this, as I remember, so if you wouldn't mind, just in your own time, let's take it from the top. Good. Good. Powering through these. This one. Yep. And to the next line. This one. Okay, let's end that there. Alright, and if you'd like to do the other eye for me, I'll also change. Okay, so again, just as you were, nice and clearly from the top. Good. 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 Oh, excellent. Okay, and any from this line? This one? Okay. Very good. You're always my star pupil when it comes to that. Let's make a quick note of that. So only a very small difference between the eyes. No, still very good at that. We just look at last year's. Oh, it'll be the year before, won't it? 'Cause 18 months. Only a small difference. Okay. So far, what I am sensing is there's not a huge change in your actual vision. It's more to do with, I think, actual eye dryness, also straining. You know, when you're on, you know, the computer looking at screens for extended periods of time, not taking any breaks, and your eyes are dry. All of that combined is a bit of a recipe for eye strain, which can lead to headaches, dizziness, feeling sick, all sorts of things. So I'll talk to you again a little bit more about that, but let's do a couple more tests. Okay. Oh yes, I do have a few lenses here, so if I feel like, you know, there is a need to change, then I remembered what you had last time and I got a few ready in case you decide to go for something different. Alright, so you're probably familiar with this one as well. So all I need you to do is I need you to look at me or look directly behind me, whatever you find easier. Okay, and then I just want you to tell me when my finger goes out of your focus. Okay, Perfect. So let's start then. Good. You can just do me a little head nod or say yes, whatever's easier. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. And now let's do both fingers, okay? So only let me know when both go out of your vision, okay? So good. 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 You're doing really, really, really well. Good. Trying to catch you out there. Okay. Good. 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 Okay. Very good. Let's make a little note of that. So your peripheral vision is fine. How are you with colours? Okay, I don't think I've done did we do it last time? We didn't do a colour test. You think you're alright? What colour lipstick do I have on? Good. Alright, let's just do that quickly though, okay? It's good to be nice and thorough. Alright, so these then are colour tests. Okay, let's start with one first. And you can keep both your eyes open for this. So, you'll notice these are circles, circles within circles, and within each circle is a number. Okay, so all you need to do is you need to identify the number. Very simple, very easy. Okay, so again, would you mind just standing behind that orange line? Great. Okay then, let's take it in this direction. Okay, so from the top one, yep, middle, and just look at that one again. Okay, just stay there for a moment. Okay, and from the top again. Just want to really try and focus on these. Just take it nice and slow. Okay, and this one. Moving down to here. Yep. Good. And this little last one. Okay, Good. Yeah, they can be quite tricky, especially when your eyes are a little bit strained. There are a couple there that we just had to redo, but there's no cause for concern there. Okay, so right, visual acuity, good, visual vision, field vision, colour minus test. Okay, right. So, based on those little tests, I would say, as I was saying before, that I don't think your vision's hugely changed, but I think you would benefit from a slight magnification. Okay, so we're talking very, very low. Alright, but that will mean a change to your current glasses. Okay, so I don't know if you have those with you. You don't, that's okay, that's okay. So I remember what you had last time, and obviously it's your choice today if you decide to go ahead with the glasses, but I would say that the symptoms that you've mentioned could be corrected with a combination of the anti-glare, the increase in the magnification of the lenses, and then also just some lifestyle things, so things like the eye drops. So the eye drops that I mentioned, you say you haven't really been keeping up with that, or maybe once a day, something like that. And really, when you are on a screen all day, what you need to be doing is applying those eye drops every hour. Okay, now that may seem a bit excessive. However, I can see that you suffer with dry eyes. Now, dry eyes can cause a great strain to the eye, so if you don't keep it lubricated, then you can find yourself having to blink more, strain more, so it will definitely help with that. Yep, so in the shops, you can pick them up off the shelves. We do have some outside that we recommend, but typically if you don't want to choose one of those today, you just want to go for something like a specific dry eyes or refreshing eye drops. Things like the brightening eye drops you can get are great for an occasion, maybe, or I don't know if you've got a photo shoot, something like that, just as a kind of occasional use, but you don't want to be using those to lubricate the eyes generally. So something along the lines of refreshing dry eyes, something like that, I think will be more beneficial to you. Now, most of these drops will say something like use 2 to 3 times a day, and that's perfectly reasonable. You use them in the morning, use them at lunchtime, when you get home. I just recommend to people who are using them, for screen use, just use them a couple of times more. If you're not staring constantly at that screen and you're sort of on and off, then you may be fine with 2 or 3 times, but keep it up and keep it regular, because we find that if these things are just used as a one-off here and there, you won't get the benefits. Yeah? Okay, great. I'm sure you can stick with that. I believe you can. Alright, so let's have a little look. Let's have a look at some lenses for you. So these are really, really nice. They actually just came in. You can see they've got the red sides, which I think are quite nice. And these come with blue, green, I think white, and I think they've got a limited edition of gold and silver in as well, so they're quite nice. Would you like to have a look at those? Yeah? Yeah, they're nice and light. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we have an offer on at the moment that half price frames when you get your new glasses, so yeah. Yeah, grab yourself a couple of frames, why not? Yeah, of course. I think it sometimes helps a little bit, doesn't it, when you see them on someone else? Yeah, I'm like that. I have very similar ones to this. I use my glasses actually for a very similar reason to you. So these are the first pair. Just give you a little profile view. Okay, you can sit them up a little bit higher. They sit nicely against the face. Sit them lower. Alright. So those ones. Then we have these ones, which are sort of a similar style, but they're slightly bigger. So I personally love these. These are tortoiseshell effect, and they really are really lovely. They frame the face really nicely, I feel. Obviously you've got the sort of tortoiseshell all the way around these ones, which I think is nice. All these frames actually are quite light. They do have these sprung side hinges though as well, so it's always good to have. If you're taking them on and off especially, you want to get sprung hinges. So these ones sit like that. Alright, let's move my hair back. So these are slightly bigger on the face, okay, but I personally tend to go for slightly bigger. That's just a personal preference with glasses, just because I find that sometimes frames can get into your field of vision. That's why lots of people actually like to choose frameless frames, as it were, just so it doesn't sort of affect their vision. So that's why I quite like these ones, because they frame the face. They're not too big for my face, but they just sit quite nicely. So that's an option. Okay, let me just show you a couple more, because I just wanted to show you the new ones that we had in. Obviously we've got a lot more outside. So these ones are quite fun. These are in the red, but we do have these in different colours, including the black, a green and a blue, I believe. So these are quite nice because they have the mixed metal sides, which I like, and then more of this kind of pinched shape at the sides, more like a kind of cat eye, which I like. So these set like this. Again, it's nice to have that side detail, isn't it? Yeah. So they sit like that. And these ones are very comfy. Very comfy. I think you're more likely to wear glasses, aren't you? When you don't have to, when you feel like you're not being like forced to wear something uncomfortable. When they feel very natural and comfortable, you're more likely to wear them, is what I'm trying to say in a very roundabout way. So yeah, these ones are nice and comfy, quite stylish, if I must say so myself. And as I say, they come in the different colours, so you have some options. And then lastly we have this pair, and I know you did try on one similar to this and you're a little bit 50-50, so I wanted to show these ones to you. They're giving you kind of a Potter vibe. These ones do just come in the black. But these ones are a little bit different because they do sit lower down on the nose. So the nose piece, as you can see, is just here. That's a little bit different. You know, they are a bit more quirky. You know, you're going to be making a statement if you're wearing these. But you know what I'm like. As I say with glasses, you know, they are an accessory. They are just as important as any other accessory. So I think making a statement is a good thing. So yeah, just wanted to show those to you. Okay, so what do you think? Any of those take your fancy? Yeah? The tortoiseshell, I think they're really nice. I can see it. In fact, let's have a little look. So I think they look really nice on you. Those are the ones that I was like, yeah. Okay, let's have a look at those. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to make some adjustments just around here because they are a little bit big on you. Just on the sides. Okay. Alright, let me just take those off you actually, just because they're a little bit big, but once they are adjusted, we've got these outside as well, so you can take a look in the proper light in the mirror. Okay, right, so let's make a note of that. Tortoiseshell, and also the eye drops, and the slight change. Okay, so if you decide to go ahead today, may take up to a couple of weeks to get them through. We are quite busy at the moment. Okay, but if you go outside in a moment, I'll come out there with you, and Andrew, he's fantastic. He'll just talk you through some more styles and help you out. You can have a little look around. Okay, and once your frames are selected, then we can go ahead. Okay? Brilliant. Do you have any other questions? No? Okay then. Alright, well, when you're all ready, let's step outside and let Andrew know what's going on, and we can get you fitted with some lovely frames. Alright, perfect. Come on then, let's head out.